Kuwa wa kwanza kupata habari za kila aina kupitia chaneli yetu ya YouTube ITV Tanzania. Cha kufanya, ingia YouTube, halafu tafuta chaneli yetu ITV Tanzania. Usisahau kubonyeza subscribe ili uweze kuunganishwa nasi kwa taarifa zetu zote. Kumbuka pia kuruhusu notification ili ujulishwe kila wakati tunapoweka taarifa mpya. ITV Tanzania, njia pekee ya kuhakikisha hupitwi na habari yoyote.
In capital news tonight, President Dr. John Magufuli warns Burundi refugees at Mishano camp not to engage in crime. Hundreds pay last respects to former TISS Chief Colonel Absen. And in sports, national team Typhoon Stars captain Mbwana Samatta weds longtime girlfriend in Dar es Salaam. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Khadija Zimbwe. First, the national news. President Dr. John Magufuli has warned nationals from Burundi living at Mishamo refugee camp in Tanganyika district, Katavi region to stop engaging in criminal activities. President Magufuli gave the warning when addressing residents of the district, where he also directed Tanzania People's Defense Force to establish a camp at Mishamo and for Katavi region to be under Tabora Brigade number 201, while in Katavi, President Magufuli also laid a foundation stone for construction of a national grid power project at a cost of 135 billion shillings.
This country cannot be messed with by anyone, and if there is any refugee who has fled here to cause trouble, then he is mistaken. So you will build factories and do other projects, yet you will not exhaust electricity supply. This is Tanzania we desire, and Tanganyika and Katavi we want. You've honored the people of Katavi by opening this project to generate electricity to the people of Katavi, so the people of Katavi can receive electricity from the national grid.
Cargo rail services from various regions to Tanga have been suspended after rail infrastructure was swept by floods caused by rains, which have left more than 200 families homeless and caused traders to incur losses.
Kwa kweli kutokana na mvua zilizonyesha usiku wa kuamkia leo,
heavy rains that occurred throughout last night have caused a hump of this bridge broken, where we contact the people involved, but unfortunately the one in charge was traveling, but he has given us enough cooperation in finding solution to this problem.
Ni kaya 22 ambazo zimeathirika.
22 households have been affected by floods, with their things being destroyed by water, and remain in fear of their fate with this kind of water still surrounding their neighborhoods. So far, more than 200 people are suffering from these floods, and no one knows for how long this situation would last.
Former Presidents Ali Hassan Mwinyi and Dr. Jakaya Kikwete are among leaders who joined family and friends to pay last respects to the former Director General of Tanzania Intelligence and Security System TISS Colonel Absen at St. Peter's Catholic Church in Oyster Bay, Dar es Salaam. Colonel Absen, who was born in 1944, is survived by a wife and 5 children, died in South Africa earlier this week, where he had been receiving medical treatment. His body has been flown to Mozi district in Songo region, where he will be laid to rest.
Kwa sababu ni ni mtu ambaye highly professional.
He was a highly professional man. He knew his responsibilities and worked diligently when he was supposed to retire. I urged him to continue working for a certain period. When that period was over due to his professionalism, I wanted to give him another chance to work, but he said it was time to go. I have worked for 10 years. It is enough. It is best that I allow the next generation to come on board. I will not be much of a help anymore comparing to my subordinates. With due diligence, I had to allow him to retire. He was really a special man. He really liked his... He was an honest man and a great advisor. Abson is a very wise man who had a huge capacity of understanding and evaluating things, as well as a good advisor. We had a group of 3 people, which was quite a powerful group with the ability of handling difficult matters. We used to make decisions together in making sure that peace and security in our country is protected at all costs. Our main responsibilities was to fulfill our responsibilities, set aside our personalities.
Muhimbili National Hospital has increased efficiency in radiology treatment, with 558 patients benefiting from the service since its commencement.
So far, we have provided this service to 558 patients, many with mouth lamps. When a person is discovered with a lump in a liver through ultrasound tests and other equipments, we are able to treat the situation without any surgery.
Great group of people here.
I know this program began last year, and in a very short period of time, a great group of people here have given justice to this program by performing well.
6 people have appeared in Kisutu Resident Magistrate Court to face 8 charges, including that of incurring the government and Tanzania Communication Regulatory Authority (TCRA) a 963.9 million shillings. State Advocate Jacqueline Nyantori told the court that between January 1st and September 29th in Dar es Salaam, September 2019 rather, in Dar es Salaam, the accused colluded in committing forgery, importing communication equipment without a license from TCRA, and using communication services without paying fees. The accused were denied the right to respond to the charges, as the court does not have the mandate to hear the case. On representatives of heads of defense and security organs taking part at the symposium to commemorate the life of Tanzania's founding father, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, have said that unemployment amongst the youth is a security threat. They voiced the concern at the second day of the symposium held at the University of Dar es Salaam, when discussing various issues including foreign policy, peace and national security.
Kama tulivyoona miaka 20 baada ya kifo chake.
20 years after his passing, there are new threats to peace and security. Despite that, the people of Tanzania Defense Army is continuing to maintain peace and security using Mwalimu's ideologies. The army will continue to carry out its duties with diligence as instructed from high authority.
Mwalimu alitambua kuwa usalama ndio moyo na uhuru.
Mwalimu knew that security was the pinnacle of freedom, political, economic and social prosperity. Mwalimu was the author of Immigration Ideology, Peace and Development, which is the guiding principle of the immigration services in protection of our borders.
Ya ulinzi wa mipaka ya nchi.
Kila magereza ni moja ya vyombo vya ulinzi na usalama.
Prison Services is one of peace and security organs which has been trusted with the duty to protect our country and that of our people and anyone who poses a threat to that peace is made accountable.
The ongoing rains have caused water to engulf houses belonging to hundreds of residents in Kisiwani area, Kigamboni Municipal, Dar es Salaam. They have called on the government to find ways of preventing further floods in the area. The rains have also wreaked havoc in several parts of Dar es Salaam, such as Jangwani, as well as roads like Edward Sokoine.
Ya kimazingira yani.
The way things are at the moment is unsatisfactory. We've had a little bit of rain, yet there is a lot of water. I ask the government to clean up the rainwater gutters. We cannot abandon these places. Some of us, our parents, have property here. However, we are confident in our government.
And that is the end of national news. International news follows shortly. And in international news, a passenger plane operated by a local airline Silverstone Air on Friday morning skidded off the runway at Wilson Airport in Kenyan capital Nairobi. Images from the scene on social media showed the Fokker 50 aircraft plunging into a thicket, hitting some trees before being grounded onto one side.
Earlier in the morning today, at around 9 a.m., our flight, Silverstone 620, a Fokker 50, registration 5 Yankee, India Zulu Oscar, had a rejected takeoff that led to a runway excursion at Wilson Airport, Nairobi. The aircraft was operating our scheduled service, Nairobi, Mombasa, Lamu, Mombasa, Nairobi route. All 50 passengers and 5 crew on board were disembarked safely. We can now confirm that there were 9 passengers with injuries and are currently receiving medical attention.
Tanzania's 60th peacekeeping force under MONUSCO in Beni, the Democratic Republic of Congo, has completed its operation and will return tomorrow to Tanzania. The force will be replaced by the 7th force under the name of Mtihani Mkubwa in the peacekeeping operations.
Kwa kweli katika kutafuta amani mashariki ya Kongo,
in looking for peace in East Congo, we've made a lot of progress. When we arrived here, there was no peace. Schools were closed and people had fled their homes. We received the flag, which symbolizes that we've taken over the operation previously done by our fellow servicemen, and we will take it forward.
More than 2,000 people accused of various criminal offences and more than 4,000 terror suspects have been arrested by the police in Burundi between July and September 2019 this year. The Minister of Security has said that measures are being taken to strengthen security, particularly now as the country prepares for the 2020 election.
4,131 fouilles et perquisitions.
4,131 operation was carried out, and we've been able to seize 27 firearms, 88 grenades, bullets, etc. 2,408 suspects have also been arrested, and 464.7 kilograms of illegal drugs, which have also been destroyed. Special attention will be paid during the 2020 election by training our police force as well as scaling up on operation in towns and villages so as to deal with those who plan to interfere with the election.
And that is the end of international news. Business news follows next after the break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
To be rich, I have to be a business person.
It's not an easy road at all.
People need to understand. You must quickly think, how cost effective are you going to be?
Business acts as a way in which it can bridge that gap.
Business Edition will keep you informed on latest developments in the financial sector, extractive industry, tourism, agriculture, energy, construction, and so much more. Meet entrepreneurs who create employment opportunities. Watch Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
Welcome back, and in business news tonight. Tanzania Agriculture Inputs Producers and Distribution Cooperative Hagibis Limited has said it will import 45,000 tons of fertilizer worth 38 billion shillings in the next farming season in order to address fertilizer challenges faced by farmers in the country.
Any day from the 28th, we expect to get enough fertilizer at a good price than expected, and we will be the first distributor to import affordable fertilizer. According to cooperative union policies, any union must be given training to show them how they are supposed to function and be progressive and serve members well.
The second Vice President of Zanzibar, Ambassador Saif Ali Idi, has said the Isles government will continue to cooperate with the Chinese government in creating a conducive business environment for businesses from the two countries.
Sisi tunapata fursa ya China, tutafute sasa namna kama alivyosema mwenyekiti, namna sasa ya kutumia fursa.
We must look for ways to explore opportunities available in China. People from China have spotted the many opportunities available in Tanzania. Now we have Chinese engineers operating here. We must use our... There is one product that the people of China are very much looking for, and this is cassava. And we have plenty of it here in Tanzania. So we must do our best to export.
Looking to the future, China and Tanzania need to work harder to seize opportunity created by the Belt and Road Initiative and expand the scope of our cooperation. We shall establish a regular exchange mechanism, strengthen our communication and on policies, and identify our common interests to achieve mutual benefits and a win-win outcome. In addition, we shall create new cooperation models and concentrate on poverty alleviation, job creation, and welfare improvement so that the fruits of China-Tanzania Belt and Road cooperation can bring more benefits to the peoples.
And residents in Nzega district, Tabora region have commended the government for providing them with modern beehives in order to increase honey production and meet market demands.
The government has given us a very good project. We are asking if the number could be increased so we can do well economically. We ask if a well or dam can also be constructed. Then the people and beekeepers will benefit a lot. The yield has not been good because of drought. As a result, we've had less honey. We would appreciate if it is possible to have dams constructed near the beehives.
And that is the end of business news. Sports news follows up next.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Opposition, Joaquinho, he did lose and then.
Welcome back, and in sports news. The national team Taifa Stars captain Mbwana Samatta has married his longtime girlfriend Naima in Dar es Salaam a few days before Stars face Rwanda in a friendly. Here's more on the story.
Close person, and this also showed in his wedding, where not so many people were aware of it until after it happened, with only his former teammate and friend Thomas Ulimwengu being seen as one of the attendants. When calling the national team that will face Rwanda in a friendly this weekend, the national team head coach Etienne Dariagije said Samatta will not be included, as he had asked to have more time for his injury recovery.
Organizers of Japan's Formula One Grand Prix have cancelled all practice and qualifying sessions scheduled for Saturday due to the approach of Typhoon Hagibis. Here's more on the story.
Scheduled to take place at 3 p.m. local time on Saturday, the hour-long qualifying session that decides the grid order for the race will now be held at 10 a.m. on Sunday. A revised schedule issued by organizers showed. The final practice session, which would normally take place before qualifying, will not be held. The race will go ahead as planned at 2:10 p.m. on Sunday. Formula One's governing body, FIA, said it agreed with the decision taken by the race promoters and the Japanese Automobile Federation. The circuit will be closed to the public and the media on Saturday.
Emma Emerson scored 22 points and Del Don added 21 to help the Washington Mystics beat the Connecticut Sun 89-78 on Thursday night in the winner-take-all Game 5 of the finals. Here's
fitting conclusion to an entertaining series and WNBA season. This was the 7th series in league history that had gone to a deciding Game 5, and the home team has won 5 of them. Daily Dawn scored 4 points during a decisive 8-0 run that gave the Mystics an 80-72 lead with under 3 minutes left. But it was Missy Mann, the soft-spoken Belgian, who unveiled a new aggressive play of Emma persona during the title run, who was named MVP of the finals. Missy Mann missed last season while playing for the Belgium national team.
And Nike has decided to close its Nike Oregon Project training group following the recent 4-year ban of its founder and coach Alberto Salazar by the U.S. anti-doping agency. Here's the story.
The Nike Oregon Project was a camp designed primarily to develop U.S. endurance athletes, and Salazar, a celebrated distance runner who had won 3 consecutive New York City marathons from 1980, had been its head coach. Nike's chief executive Mark Parker announced the move in a memo provided to Runner's World magazine, saying this situation, along with ongoing unsubstantiated assertions, is a distraction for many of the athletes and is compromising their ability to focus on their training and competition needs. The company has also shut down its Nike Oregon Project website, and the Nike athlete Suguru Osako confirmed the closure of the Oregon Project on social media.
And that sports item ends our news bulletin for tonight. My name is Karidia Zimbwe. Thank you for watching and good night.